Hey there, everybody. It's CP Cards and Dice, and welcome to another presentation of exhibition season for the Time Travel Baseball League. Here we have a game between the Chomskys and the visiting Coopers. Don't lock yourself in the basement, Cooper. What movie is that from? There's no way out of the basement, Cooper. All right, so it's the bottom of the first inning. There's no score, and this is an expansion team, basically. The Chomskys are an expansion team, so it's probably gonna be a struggle this season. I'm suddenly coming to that realization. There's some things that I have to learn before I can compete in the draft. Really, but when I got into that draft, I only had 6 games played, and I really didn't know the system because the 2 teams that I did play, they didn't have a lot of the qualities that are important in the game. But I'm going to try to learn my team and be competitive and give every adversary a run for their money. So Jimmy Pearsall against Juan Marichal. The really cool thing about this game, it's real easy to play, very affordable. You get started just with very, very little. The game cost me $10 plus shipping. And then, of course, the cards. There's a lot of different cards on the Facebook group, Time Travel Facebook group. You can go into the file section. There's tons of stuff that guys have created over time and just dropped it in there, and you can print those out and play this game. It's a very easy game to play, and it's got a lot of drama. It's a little bit, reminds me a little bit of History Maker Baseball, but of course it's very different than History Maker Baseball. But there is that drama element, that narrative element where, hey, this happens, or if this person is this, then this other thing is going to happen. So it's Jimmy Pearsall. He's leading it off, and we played, I think, about 7 games, and we are, I believe, 2-5 in the preseason. So we're struggling to score runs. And Jimmy Pearsall, he's our leadoff hitter. Let's see how he's doing in terms of his batting. Let's see. He is batting .250. So let's go. We're going to roll for Jimmy Pearsall. In the bottom of the first, no score in the Chomsky Dome. Juan Marichal with the pitch. That's going to be a 5 off Marichal, and that is a ground ball to shortstop Aparicio. 1 down. And the lineup for the Chomskys is Pearsall, Burleson, Rick Burleson in the 2-hole. Keith Hernandez batting third. Bobby Clemente batting cleanup. Gene Tennis, the 5th place batter. Rudy York, the power hitting catcher. Bake McBride in center field batting 8th. Batting 9th is Nellie Fox, and John Matlack is 9th. In the outfield for the Coopers is Bobby Mercer in left, Omar Moreno in center, and Frank Robinson in right. Around the infield is Mike Schmidt at third, Luis Aparicio, the shortstop, Miller Huggins, the second baseman, George Sisler, the first baseman. Behind the plate is Roy Campanella, and Juan Marichal is on the mound. Now, I'm not one that's familiar with these older players, but I am enjoying playing with them and kind of bringing them to life on the tabletop. It's going to be Rick Burleson. This is pretty much everything is on the cards. There's no charts in this game. And that is going to be a 7, and that's going to be a gamble. Now, this is a fun part of this game. I choose none. There's runner on first base, second base, third base, or none. There's nobody on, so I'm going to infield pop up to the shortstop. If batter's salary is greater than the pitcher's salary, play is a single. I love that. How cool is that? And that's not so. Burleson is a 1, and Marichal is a 3, so it's going to be a pop up to the shortstop. 2 away. And here's Keith Hernandez. You played this with 2d6, and that's double 6s, so you're going to have to pull a gamble card. And we look at the picture. That's the picture of the pitcher, and that's going to be a drive in the gap. And will Frank Robinson get there? No, it drops in. And Keith Hernandez around first into second base. The throw is not in time. So it's a 2-out double, pop fly double for Keith Hernandez. He's on at second base. Probably our best hitter, Keith Hernandez. Let's see what he's batting. He's been getting hits almost in every game. He's batting .323. So the results are pretty realistic in this game. The better hitters bat higher, and the poorer hitters bat lower. That's really what you want in a game. I mean, that's all you can expect. You're not going to reproduce anything exactly. And here's Bobby Clemente with a runner on second. So there's a runner in scoring position. Here's the pitch, and that is, another 66. Let's see if we get, and that is again off the pitcher. And that is going to be a pop fly drive in the gap. And Bobby Mercer is not going to get there, and that's going to bounce off the wall. Scoring easily is Keith Hernandez. So back-to-back doubles for the pop fly double for the Chomskys, and they lead it 1-0. Gene Tennis steps in the box. He bats ahead of York because he has a lot of walks on his card. He has 1, 2, 3 walks. And he gets on base. Doesn't hit a lot, batted only .233, but does have power. And, that's doubles again. We're going to pull a card, and this is going to be again off the pitcher. And 22 is a line out to the shortstop, Aparicio. He goes up to grab it and elevates and snags it out of the air. Nice play by Aparicio, flashing the leather, and he's known for his leather. Top of the second, 1-0 Chomskys. It's going to be Roy Campanella, Frank Robinson, and Bobby Mercer. And I can't see what that is. And that's a 4, Matlack, and that is a ground ball and through the left side for a base hit. So Campanella's on with a single. Frank Robinson, the pitch to Robinson. And that's a 5. That's ball 4. So right off the bat here in the top of the second, the Coopers already are threatening with runners on first and second. Up comes the left-handed hitter, Bobby Mercer, who's a fine bunter. And this is one issue that I'm going to have when I play, because I guess I can make a house rule for this game where if there's first and second and the batter is not the third, the fourth, or the fifth place batter, and he's a fine bunter, he would bunt to move him over. It's kind of early to bunt, so I'm not going to worry about it. I'm going to swing away, and that is a 9 off the batter. That's a hard hit ground ball, and the defense is alert because we are at home, and that hard hit ground ball is going to turn into a 4-6-3 double play. So that's a rally killing double play there. So runner on third now with 2 outs. Miller Huggins, he's a left-handed hitter. Or he's a switch hitter batting from the left side. Actually, he should be batting from the right side against the lefty Matlack. Let me see if Matlack is down as a lefty pitcher. He is not. That's why. Okay, we fixed that. We're using iScore. And that is a 3 off of Huggins, and that is ball 4. And Huggins has good speed, so he's going to Matlack is going to have to watch him, and he's going to throw over a couple of times. Just calling card lobs over to first base, letting Miller Huggins know, hey, listen, I got you. I know you're there. And he's going to check the sign. Omar Moreno's at the plate now. Omar Moreno's at the plate, first and third. And John Matlack sets and deals to Moreno, and there goes Huggins. The throw from York is not in time, so it's a stolen base from Miller Huggins. And runners on second and third. Omar Moreno in this card batted .250. And here's the pitch. And that is going to be a 7. That's going to be a gamble. Ouch. You didn't want that there. With runners on, there's a runner on third. Batter safe at first. Runners advance 2 bases. First baseman fumbles a ground ball. Ouch. So that's going to be an error. A little ground ball to Hernandez, who uncharacteristically bobbles the ball, and everybody's safe. So it's going to be an ETH, and then runners advance. Runners advance 2 bases, so 2 runs will score on that error. 1 run there, and the Coopers now lead it by a score of 2-1. And it's a pitcher card. Now, this is a dangerous batter. So Marichal was known to be able to handle the stick. And that is double sixes off of the pitcher, and that, or double threes off of the pitcher, and that is pick an error card. So this is, I guess, an error card right here. And with a runner at first base, runner steals, and catcher throws, sails into center field. Star catcher, which I don't think but Marichal is an ace, so no. Star catcher daring, runner steals second base equals. All right, so it's just going to be stolen base, which makes sense. Omar Moreno, that was his calling card, the speed on the bases, and he's going to go to third, advances to third on the throw on an error by the catcher. Okay, so again, the pitcher's up. Let's see if we can get out of this inning. We have to roll on the pitcher's card, and that is going to be on the pitcher's card, and that's popped up infield by the second base bag, and that's Burleson is calling Nellie Fox off, and he squeezes it for the out. But the Coopers picked up a couple of runs. They lead it, go to the bottom of the second. Rudy York. Oh, snake eyes. Who's this going to be off of? And Rudy York gets a hold of one, drives it deep to left center field. Mercer and Moreno by the track, and that ball is out of here. Rudy York ties up the ball game. I believe that's like his 3rd or 4th home run in a week. Let's check out Rudy York, how many home runs he has hit. I don't know if this one is included in the stats. Yeah, he's got 1 today, and he's got a total of 4 home runs. So he is my home run guy, my home run go-to guy. So it's 2-2, and here's Big McBride. And I can't see that number. It's an 11 off of the pitcher, and that is a deep fly ball to right center field. Moreno on the run, and he makes the catch for the first out. Nellie Fox is next. Pitch to Fox, and that is a 5 off Fox, a deep fly ball. And that's in the corner, and Frank Robinson, big long strides, and he grabs it in foul ground. And Johnny Matlack, I believe he bats from the left side, but it doesn't matter. I would have to check it if there was an issue with the splits. Here's a pitch from Marichal, and that is going to be a 4 off Matlack, and that is ground ball to the third baseman Schmidt, and that retires the side. But the Chomskys tied the game on the solo shot by Rudy York. And it's the top of the third with the leadoff bat, George Sisler, left-handed hitter. He does it all, steals bases, hits for average. That's going to be a 4 off, and that's going to be a ground ball to the right side. Hernandez steps on the bag ahead of Sisler. 1 down. Luis Aparicio is next. That's an 11 off Aparicio, and that's ball 4. And Aparicio takes his lead. Throwing over is Matlack. Schmidt steps in the box. 2-2. Top of the third. Here's a pitch to Schmidt. There goes Aparicio. Swung and missed on the throw down from York, and it's not in time, so Aparicio steals second base. So this team has good speed. 0-1 the count on Mike Schmidt with a runner in scoring position. Only 1 out. Here's the pitch from John Matlack. And this is a double 5, so we're going to check, and this is going to be off the batter. Double 5 is ball 4. So Schmidt allows a couple of walks in this inning. I'm sorry, Matlack allows a couple of walks in this inning. Matlack, they're using his 76 Mets card. So whatever he did in the 76 season is the one that's represented on this card. Roy Campanella. Campanella's using his 53 Dodgers card. He hit 312 that season. And here's a pitch from Matlack. That's going to be an 11 off of Matlack. That's a ball 4. So Matlack loses Campanella, walks the bases loaded. And up comes Frank Robinson. Ouch. The bases loaded. Infield's playing back. And that is a 7, but off of Robinson. That's a high flyout. Careless defense, nope. And that's not going to be deep enough to score anybody. Shallow center field, Bake McBride makes the catch and gets it in quickly to Burleson. That's 2 outs, and here comes Bobby Mercer. Bobby Mercer with a 281 average. They're taking his 78 Cubs season. And here's the pitch from John Matlack. See, it's lefty on lefty. See if we can get out of this one. And that is an 8 off Matlack, and that's a strikeout. Blows a fastball by Mercer. Mercer flails at it. And no runs, no hits. They leave the bases loaded. We go to the bottom of the 3rd inning. Maybe the top of the order for the Chomskys here at the Chomsky Dome. Jimmy Pearsall against Juan Marichal to lead off the bottom of the 3rd. That's a 9 off Marichal's card, and that's an infield pop. First baseman Sizzler. 1 down. Rick Burleson now. And that's a 4 off Burleson, and that's ball 4. So Burleson is on. And here's Keith Hernandez. Now I like to hit and run. I'm going to try to hit and run and see what happens. That is going to be 3, and a 3 is a short single. That's going to send the runner to 3rd base. And he slaps one to the opposite field. And that's grabbed by the left fielder, Bobby Mercer. Runners on 1st and 3rd now. Roberto Clemente with runners on 1st and 3rd, and it's I don't play the infield in when there's a double play chance until after the 5th inning. That's one of my house rules. So Marichal checks in for the sign. He sets in deals to Bobby Clemente. Ooh, that's double 5s. Let's see who that's going to be off of. That's going to be off the batter, and that is going to be extra effort. And I can't remember with let me see what that is again. They set that's you know what that's in the rules. So here in rare unusual events like that. Hold on a second. I know with nobody on, that's a hit by pitch. I believe that's a extra effort. I believe that's a pull a gamble card. Pull a gamble card. I have it on my phone. Let me just check real quick if I have it in here. Rare play. Kind of like a rare play chart. Extra effort. I believe it's a pull a gamble card when there's runners on base. Now let me check my phone real quick to see what the extra effort is. Yeah, I'm gonna have to find that. Let me go up a little bit. The guys that run the league do a heck of a job. They do a lot for us. Asking questions 24/7. Let's see, extra effort. If the bases are empty, pitch hits batter. If not, take a gamble card. Beautiful. And we're going to take a gamble card, and we're going to look at. Let's not use that one. And we're going to look at runner on 3rd base and deep fly out to right field. Alert. Defense, no. So it's a deep fly out. So it's going to be a sac fly. And daring at second, there's nobody at second base, so that's going to be a sac fly deep left center field, and Omar Moreno under it. But it's a 3-2 ball game now, thanks to the sacrifice fly by Bobby Clemente, a productive at bat. And Juan Marichal with 2 outs now, and the runner on first is going to face Gene Tennis. Here's the pitch to Tennis. That's a 6 off of Marichal, and that is a sharp ground ball to Luis Aparicio, who's going to flip to the second baseman Miller Huggins to retire the side. Yeah, the crowd. Let's get the crowd back into it. It's nice when you hear the crowd in the background. I like that. And Miller Huggins is up leading it off here in the top of the 4th inning. It's 3-2 Chomsky's. And again, I can't see that. It's a 5 off of Huggins, and that is a ground ball to the third baseman, Tennis. Strong throw to first, 1 away. Tennis is my third baseman. He gets pulled for defense, 6 off of Matlack, and that's a sharp ground ball hit to the right side. Hernandez, nice play. Flips to the pitcher covering, 2 down. And here is Juan Marichal. And that is a 3-3. That's a double, so we're going to pull a card. And it's the batter. So a 3-3 is pick an error card. And none on base, a double driven off the right field wall. Ace pitcher, he's not an ace. Batter swings and misses, strike 3. So I don't have any aces. So that's going to be a double. Did not know I needed aces in this game. But I do now. Nobody told me that. Plus, I didn't have any aces when I played my first few games. So that didn't help either. So I couldn't learn that way either. All right. George Sisler. That may cost me a run here. Let's see what happens. Here's a pitch from Matlack. That's going to be double 5s. Again, we're going to pull a card, and this is off the pitcher. Double 5s is going to be a short single, and that's going to cost me a run there. Runner scores on the short single. Oh, wait, with 2 outs, a daring runner, and Marichal is not daring. Or is he? No. I don't think so. Let's see. No. So he's going to stop at third base. Got to get through the next batter to see if we can get out of this inning without giving up any runs. Here's Luis Aparicio. Pitch from Matlack with 2 outs and 2 on. And that is a 6, and that is a sharp ground ball to Burleson. Burleson flips to Nelly Fox, and that retires the side. So we get lucky there. Hey, what are you doing now? What are you doing? Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing? No, we don't need to do that. We don't need to do that, Papa. Okay? We don't need to do that. No, we don't need to do that. Okay? No. Oh. You love to chew on stuff, right? Beautiful Doberman just showed up at our door, and we can't find the owners. Beautiful, gorgeous. All right, baby. Lovely dog. Loves people. Protects the territory from any invaders. So gorgeous. All right, Rudy York to lead off the bottom of the 4th inning. Time travel baseball exhibition. The season starts on Monday. And that's a 6 off of Rudy York, and that's a sharp ground ball. No, we're not doing that. We're not. No, sweetie, we're not doing that. No. We're not biting all the charts. I'm not going to do that. We're going to do that. No, sorry. Okay, lie down. Come on, lie down. Relax a little bit. It's okay. And what did I say it was? It was a 6. It's a sharp ground ball to the left side, and Aparicio gloves it over to first, and 1 away. Next is Bake McBride, and that is double 6s, double 6s, and that's going to be off the pitcher, and that's a drive in the gap. Frank Robinson, Moreno after it, and it drops in off the wall. Bake McBride with good speed. It's going to cruise into second base with a 1-out double. Nelly Fox now. And that's a 5 off of Fox, and that's a deep fly ball. And I believe, oh, he's fast. He's not daring. So I don't think he's going to advance on a deep fly ball. Deep fly out. Daring goes to third, so no, he's not daring. So it's going to be a fly to deep center field, and Moreno is there. And now the pitcher is a pitch to Matlack. It's a 7 off of Matlack, and that's a pop-up. Left field. Mercer. That retires the side. Mike Schmidt leading off the top of the 5th inning. Here's the pitch from Matlack. And that's double threes. And that is going to be off the pitcher. Pick an error card. Walk. Batter takes second. Wild pitch. Base on balls. And then the next pitch goes to the backstop. And moving up is Schmidt. We got a runner on second base here for Roy Campanella. And that is going to be a double fours. Who is it off of? That's the batter. And double fours is a strikeout. So swing and a miss at a Matlack curveball for 1 out. Frank Robinson is next. And that is an 11 off Robinson. That is a deep drive off the bat of Robinson. Left field. Jimmy Pearsall to the track, to the wall, looks up, and that's gone. 2-run shot, 4-3, Coopers. Frank Robinson got all of that. Bobby Mercer. It's a high five from Bobby Mercer as he steps on the plate. And from Roy Campanella, or was it Mike Schmidt who was on base? That was Mike Schmidt. So it's a 4-3 ball game here in the 5th on a 2-run shot by Robinson. Again, double threes. And this is off the batter, Bobby Mercer, ball 4. Miller Huggins with a 7. That's going to be a gamble card. With a runner on first, single. Runner takes second. Star right fielder guns him down at third. Single to right, Roberto Clemente. And it looks like Mercer's going to try for third. Here's the throw from Clemente. Oh, what a strike to Gene Tennis. And Gene Tennis puts down the tag, and they get him at third base. Bobby Clemente showing off with a cannon in right field. Big mistake for Mercer to try to take the extra base on probably one of the greatest right fielders in the history of the game, Bobby Clemente. So that's 2 outs now with a runner on first base, and it's Omar Moreno. And that is double twos. Again, we're going to pull a card, and that is the batter. And that is lined and caught by Keith Hernandez. Right place at the right time. All right, it's the top of the order for the Chomskys. Jimmy Pearsall, Rick Burleson, and Keith Hernandez. The score is 4-3 Coopers over the Chomskys here at the Chomsky Dome. And that's a 6 off the batter. That's a slow ground ball to Schmidt, who barehands it, fires the first high throw, but nice stretch by Sizzler for the out. Next is Rick Burleson. Burleson is 0 for 1. He's flied out and walked. And that's a 5, and that is a line out to center field, and Omar Moreno right there. 2 down. Keith Hernandez here in the bottom of the 5th. What is that? That's the 10 off of Hernandez, and that is a ground ball and through in the center field for base knock. Hernandez is on with a single, and that brings Roberto Clemente to the plate. Oh, snake eyes. And who's that going to be off of? That's going to be off of the pitcher, and that's a deep drive, my friends. Left center field, and back goes Moreno to the track, and that's out of here. It is a 5-4 ball game. The Chomskys have retaken the lead on a 2-run, 2-out home run by Roberto Clemente, the star right fielder for the Chomskys. And it's Gene Tennis here in the bottom of the fifth. It's 5-4 Chomskys. Here's the pitch from Marichal. And that is a 6. That's going to be off Marichal, and that is ripped to short. Loose. Aparicio with the backhand. Long throw to first, and in time to get the slow-footed Tennis. All right. So the Chomskys pick up a couple of runs, retake the lead. This has been a seesaw battle throughout. Hey there, Bears Den. How are you, brother? A seesaw battle throughout. It was a 1-0 lead by the Chomskys, and then a 2-1 lead by the Coopers. A 2-2 game with the Chomskys, tied it up in the bottom of the second. And the bottom of the third, the Chomskys took the lead. And in the top of the fifth, a 2-run home run by Frank Robinson. And the Coopers retook the lead 4-3. And in the bottom of the fifth, it was a 2-run shot by Roberto Clemente. And the Chomskys retook the lead, and they lead it 5-4. We go to the top of the sixth inning here. It's going to be the leadoff batter, Juan Marichal, who's got a dangerous card. So he was a pretty good hitter. That's going to be an 8, and that's a swing and a miss. And he goes down on strikes, 1 away. Pitch to Sizzler. That's a 9. Sizzler with a hard ground ball to the right side, and Nelly Fox throws him out. Luis Aparicio with 2 outs. Aparicio's 0 for 2. He struck out, walked, and grounded out. And that is a 6 off Aparicio. That's a slow chopper to Fox, who charges in bare hands. It's sidearms at the first, and he is out. And Aparicio doesn't think so. Out comes the manager, Ivan. Ivan's, hey, what's going on? Looked like he was safe at first. So they're having a discussion on the field, and it's going to be Rudy York leading it off here in the bottom of the sixth for the Chomskys. There's a pitch from Marichal. That was like a 5 off of Marichal. That is a chopper to third, and Schmidt throws him out. 1 down. Next is Bake McBride. He's a left-handed hitter. Plays center field for the Chomskys, and that is a 5-5. That's the batter. 5-5 is a line drive, base hit to right. Played on a hop by Frank Robinson. So McBride is on with a single. And next is Nelly Fox. And that is a 10. And that is a base hit. It's going to put runners on first and second with 1 out. And we're looking at a situation, first and second with 1 out. Let's see. We're going to... this is not a tough pitcher, and he's not an ace, so I'm going to see if I can... who I can bring in here. So McBride is at second. Ray Knight, and then I believe Ray Knight. Ray Knight's usually my defensive guy. I'm going to bring in Moose Soldiers. He's my go-to pinch hitter. So we are going to, we got a couple of pitchers warming up. It's going to be Terry Foster and Joe Beggs. In the bullpen, so it's going to be Moose Soldiers. He's a 291 batter. That's from the right side. Nice to have a lefty, but don't have that right now in the bullpen. And he's got some pop in his bat. And here's the pitch from Marichal with 1 out, 2 on. And that is a 7 off of Salters, a high fly to right center field. And Mercer settles under it, squeezes it for the out. So Matlack is done. And it's going to be Schmidt, two ladies. We're going to bring in Joe Beggs there. Both runners get back. And here's Jimmy Pearsall. We need a hit from Pearsall, who's 0 for 3 today. And that is a 10 off Pearsall, and that is a strike 3. And that retires the side. All right, Mike Schmidt, and it's Joe Beggs on the mound. See if we can hold on to this lead. That's a 9 off of Schmidt, and that is a hard ground ball to the right, to the left side. Burleson scoops it, lets it fly, and out. First, 1 down. Roy Campanella is next with double twos, and that is going to be off the batter. That's a short single line to left center field. Drops in. Campanella's on at first. Here's Frank Robinson, who connected for a 2-run home run in the top of the 5th inning. Here he is in the top of the 7th. It's a 5-4 Chomsky lead. Here's the pitch. That is a 9 off of Robinson. That is ripped to short. And Burleson's going to flip to Fox to throw to first and in time. And that retires the side. The 6-4-3 double play is turned by the Chomskys. So it's the defense that's doing the job so far for the Chomskys. And it's going to be Rick Burleson leading off the bottom of the 7th. Marichal's still in there. And that's a 4. That's a strike 3. So Burleson swings and misses at a pitch that's outside the strike zone. A little bit too aggressive. Here's Keith Hernandez. And that's a 9. That's an infield fly. Aparicio. He yells, mine, and 2 outs. And here's Bobby Clemente. He's 2 for 2, a double and a home run, and a sacrifice fly. That's going to be an 8. That's strike 3, and that retires the side. All right, Bobby Mercer here in the top of the 8th inning against Joe Beggs. Here's the pitch. That's a 7. That's going to be a gamble card with nobody on. It's never a good thing for the Chomskys. It's a routine fly ball. But if the right fielder's a 3, he makes it an out. Great play by Robbie Clemente. Came out of nowhere on a ball that looked like it was going to drop in for sure. A nice sliding grab by Bobby Clemente, who initially didn't read it off the bat, but then corrected. And that is 1 out. Great play by Roberto Clemente. Another great play to add to his mantle, Miller Huggins. And that is a 10, a strikeout. He swings and misses at a Joe Beggs trick pitch. Here's Omar Moreno. And that is an 8. And that is a ground ball. And to Nellie Fox. Nellie Fox better hurry. Moreno flies down the line, and he just gets him. Gene Tennis leading us off, and then we're going to make some defensive replacements. That's a 5 off of Marichal, and that's a ground ball to Aparicio, who charges it and throws out Tennis. Rudy York. Ooh, that's a 4 off of York's card, and that is a ground ball to the left side. Schmidt, 2 down. That's Big McBride. That's a 7, but off of McBride, and that's a high fly ball to right field. Frank Robinson, can of corn. Now we're going to make some changes. McBride's going to go to, well, we're going to get Manning in at center field. Manning's going to come to center. And it's going to be, wait a second. Manning's in center field. We're going to have Julio Cruz at second base. And we're going to get Gene Tennis at catcher. And we're going to get the third baseman is going to be Ray Knight. All right, so it's Knight at third, Manning in center, Tennis behind the plate, and that's going to improve us all the way around. And it's going to be a pinch hitter for the Coopers. It's a 5-4 Chomsky lead here in the top of the ninth inning. There's a couple of pitchers warming up in the bullpen. And we're going to get a pinch hitter. It's going to be, what's his face? Lowenstein, 254. Or Bancroft, who's a switch hitter. We're gonna get Bancroft now. I had what's his name? Let me see who they want me to use for pinch hitter here. All right, let's see where I can find that information. Let me go on the Facebook group to find that information. And let's see where that is. Lineups and rotations. The message is that the Coopers, what do the Coopers want me to do? The Coopers want me to use pinch hitters, closer, pinch hit priority, Lowenstein. All right, Lowenstein's going to pinch hit. Lefty hitter against Joe Beggs. I'll write him into the system. All right. Scores 5-4. We are in the top of the ninth inning. It's Joe Beggs on the mound for the Chomskys. We're playing an exhibition game, trying to learn this game before the season begins on Monday. Trying to get it a little bit fluid so we can play through the games pretty quick. Each manager, I believe, plays 80 games and 40 games, I believe. Wait, it's 100 games. So it'd be like 108 games. I think each manager plays 54 games at home. So John Lowenstein. And he's going to face Beggs here with nobody on and nobody out in the top of the ninth inning. See what happens. And that's a 6 off of Lowenstein. It's a slow ground ball to Keith Hernandez. And he's going to take it himself for out number 1. Top of the order is next. It's Sizzler, George Sizzler. Got a 352, excuse me. And he's got power. Does it all. That's a 6. That's a slow ground ball. This time it's to Cruz. Cruz charges, barehands it, fires the first, and in time, 2 down. And it's up to Luis Aparicio. We can pinch hit. Who's the other guy that they wanted me to use? I didn't think I was gonna. Let me see. I want to give him a fair chance to win the ball game or tie the ball game here. I don't know if Aparicio with his 257 average is going to do it. We need somebody with a little bit more power. Let's see if we have somebody like that here. And the next in line to pinch hit is a guy named Maddox. Is that Elliot Maddox? I don't know if I have Elliot Maddox. And Elliot Maddox, I believe, is an outfielder. Oh, boy. I don't have him here in this group of players. So I think it's somebody just picked up. Elliot Maddox, I believe it is. And Elliot Maddox is not sure what position in the outfield he plays. Is he a right fielder? Is he a left fielder? I don't know. I gotta look through all my outfielders now. Let's see if Elliot Maddox is a center fielder. Don't see him in the center fielders. Let's see if he's a right or left fielder. All right, let's see if he's a right fielder. Elliot Maddox. I know he played third base as well. He played with the Mets. He played with the Yankees. He was all over the place. Elliot Maddox. I believe it's Elliot Maddox, the guy I'm looking for. All it says is Maddox. Okay, I don't see him in the left fielders. Let's check the right fielders. Yeah. Oh, there he is. So Elliot Maddox didn't come in. I wonder what they used his 1978 Mets season. All right. And he's going to pinch hit Elliot Maddox. We got to write him in. And he bats from the right side, right-handed hitter. Okay, we're down to the Coopers are down to their last out. Here's a pitch from Beggs, and that is a 7, but that's off of Elliot Maddox, and that's a high fly to left field. Jimmy Pearsall takes a few steps back, settles under it, makes the catch, and that's the ball game. The Chomskys win it by a score of 5-4. In what was an exciting game, a seesaw battle of back and forth, and it was finally the 2-run home run by the Roberto Clemente that made the difference, and the Chomskys come out on top by a score of 5-4. It is for the Coopers, the visiting Coopers at 4 runs on 6 hits, no errors, 7 left on base. The Chomskys with 5 runs, 7 hits, 2 errors, and 5 left on base. Final out was made in left field, and the winner for this ball game is going to be John Matlack, and the loser is going to be Juan Marichal. The save is going to go to Joe Beggs, and we're going to set up for game number 3. That'll be the 3rd game in this series, and that's all from the Chomsky Dome in beautiful downtown time travel baseball league. This is CP Cards and Dice from Cards and Dice TV. Saying thanks for watching. I hope this helps you, become a little bit more familiar with the game and perhaps learn the game a little bit and feel comfortable with it and say, hey, that's maybe something I'd like to try. It's pretty fun. It's something outside of my area of comfort zone, if you will. I don't usually play players from, great team players, that sort of thing. But this is kind of what it is. You get players from every era. But it just seems right because the cards look like old school cards, and the game has an old school feel to it. So it's nice that you're mixing players from the, I guess the 70s. I don't know how much higher they go than that. I can't remember really. From the 70s, the 60s, the 50s, the 40s, the 30s, even the 20s and the teens, which is kind of cool because I'm learning a lot of these players, and it's kind of nice. So I'm liking it. I'm enjoying it. It's a good game. I just wish I would know more about it before I sign up. But the league was starting, so I had to kind of make a decision. But I still may be able to make a change if I find something. I need something else to be competitive. I still can go into the scrub pool and make a move to improve my team if I feel that I'm really struggling to compete. But we pick up a victory here, and we're going to the rubber match, game 3 of the series, and see what happens. The CP Cards and Dice. Adios, amigos.